Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and now back to your regularly scheduled speed paints. And by regularly scheduled, I mean I randomly make them every once in a while. So this is Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe, which I'm guessing you already know, considering the fact that it'll be the title of the video and will be in the thumbnail and all that. Anyways, yeah, I have the sketching process in here, which I haven't included for quite a while. And the reason for that is mainly just because I never really have an idea when I just start drawing things. Like for this one, I'm like, I want to draw Lapis, and I guess I'll make it full body. And I just sort of went in with it, and that was all I pretty much knew. I wing a lot of things. So, yeah. I just randomly start with the torso and then figure out the arms and legs as I go along. But yeah, I draw Lapis a lot, like in my free time, in doodles during class, like a lot, just because she's so fun to draw. Like if you draw things and you watch Steven Universe and you haven't drawn Lapis yet, you need to, cause God, just the dress and the way it moves and the way it's animated, it's just so fun to draw. I draw her way too much. So yeah, the pose I was kind of making the hands too big, and that was kind of a thing I had to keep tweaking, but I think it turned out alright in the end. So yeah, now I'm on to the coloring, and I start with the background, and the reason I do that is because it helps with values, like I can see how dark everything is against a color and not just plain white, and that makes brights seem brighter, and yeah, it just helps me. I like doing the backgrounds first. And so I kind of wanted to feel like she was underwater, so I sort of had like blue, I had like teal at the top and like purple at the bottom, and I used like the same blues to make them. I just added like different amounts of teal and purple. So yeah, and now I'm on to the actual coloring of Lapis herself. Yeah, I've drawn her so many times and like colored her so many times that I don't need to reference anymore. Like I know her character design. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. Actually didn't need any references for this speed paint, so that was pretty cool. I kind of struggled with the colors a little bit because I wanted them to be like slightly purplish, but like when I added purple, because my purple is just so dark that like I add the purple and then it's just really intensely purple and dark, and then I added some brown to tone it down a little bit, and then it was still really dark, so I had to add like more water and a less dark blue to sort of try to make that less of a freaking deep blue. So, you know. And then that was me figuring out that that was not dry yet, and so I just sort of, off camera, I waited for it to dry. I like took out the dark blue, waited for it to dry, went on top back with the medium blue, waited for that to dry, and then put the navy. So that's how that worked. And now I'm on to markers, which I like to do. I like to do the base with watercolors because it's a lot easier to mix your colors. And right there you see me fail. Yeah, I have a clip at the end of the video explaining, well, not explaining, but showing my real-time reaction to that. Basically, I meant to grab the blender and I accidentally grabbed the black and didn't notice, and so I purposely did it in other spots to make it look like it was intentional. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's Lapis being corrupted. Who knows? That's a morbid thought. But anyway, yeah. So I'm adding in some purples. I like to do the base colors with watercolors just because it's so easy to get the exact color that you want. And then with my Copics, I can just sort of put that on top of it because they're transparent. Well, I don't just use Copics. I also use Winsor & Newton brush markers, but they're all Copics to me. So I do watercolor base, and then markers on top of that, and then some colored pencils at the end. And that's pretty much how I do things. So I'm adding some green at the top, and then I'm adding like a pink at the bottom, and that just sort of ties the teal and the purple together. And yeah. So now I'm on to just doing the pencils, which I didn't really do a whole lot for this picture. Just a little bit. I don't usually use a lot of pencils just because I don't really have a lot of pencils, but yeah. So that's pretty much the end of the video. Very close to the end of the video anyway. So thanks for watching, and don't remember to floss. Bye! That was black. I wanted this one. Oh no. Okay. That's a little better, I guess. Well, you know what I have to do now. I have to make that look intentional. Maybe not do it with black though. Gosh darn it. Oh, god damn it.